Hello, I'm Annalouise, and today I'm going to be talking about trust is or trust in. Trust in, I think, is the way that most of us have been brought up to relate to trust. This sense of, I trust that everything's going to be okay, or I'm going to trust that everything's going to work out. It's setting an expectation on what we're trusting in. I think trust is so much bigger than this. I think trust, real trust, it's unconditional. It's like this energetic field. It's a laying open. It's a surrendering to what is. I trust whatever unfolds. And in that there's an amazing sense of liberation, a sense of openness, a sense of possibility, a sense of trusting life, trusting the moment, trusting whatever arises, knowing there's a consciousness and an intelligence that we could never begin to comprehend fully with our human minds. And this is, for me, very liberating, because if we try and put our trust on an outcome, we're perhaps always checking how we're doing versus the outcome, right? You know, whether maybe if someone's sick, whether they're getting better, like trust they'll get well, or if, certain circumstances happening and it's not going according to what we'd like it to be, that could create tension and suffering. Whereas even when things are going wrong, we could feel this immense field of trust, knowing that everything is absolutely as it needs to be. How would that be if we could embody that throughout every day? So when something triggers us or something is difficult for us, we let go a need for it to be a certain way, and we just open to trust. Trust is. Perhaps I lead us in a little meditation of trust. How does that sound? So that we can directly experience more of how it feels to fall into an energetic field of trust. So if you can shut your eyes, and if you can't, don't worry, you'll be receiving it energetically. Trust you'll be receiving it, whatever. So falling into a field of trust, opening our systems, knowing we're truly held in the process of life. Whatever happens, we're supported. Letting go of our expectations, letting go of our need for a certain outcome, letting go even of our judgment that something's going wrong, that something is bad, that it shouldn't be happening, and falling into a trust that whatever's here is miraculous. Whatever's here is really miraculous. And we can't begin to understand the potentiality and possibility in this moment, whatever is unfolding. Allowing our heart to soften and open. Feeling a flow of love softness, of warmth, whatever is here. Whatever is here. Noticing where there's more relaxation and freedom, where there's more opening, relaxing of thoughts. Trust is. And even when we're not connected with it, it's already here for us to fall back into. Trust is falling and knowing even in the falling we're okay. Even when we're travelling through hard times, trust is here. Life is here. The unfolding is here. So when you're ready, you can open your eyes and you can, what's your experience of falling into trust, not needing an outcome, not needing for everything to be a certain way. Not needing to know. Just trusting. The wonderful thing about trust is that it enables us to live life without knowing why we're necessarily taking a certain direction. Not that we probably really know anyway, but it allows us to let go of our attachment to a certain direction because we trust that what's unfolding is going to magically, deliver awareness to us that we wouldn't imagine. On Sunday, late on Sunday evening, I got a message from a friend saying, would I like to come the following morning to receive a massage as part of a final exam in the week-long massage program she'd been running. And funny enough, for a number of reasons, my personality was like, I'm not sure about that. I'm not sure I want to do it. But my instinct was, yeah, it's a yes. And I replied really quickly saying it's a yes. Because I sensed there was a reason why I was due to go. And she'd actually had a cancellation. There was someone that hadn't been able to do it. And when the cancellation came through, she was like, my name just came into awareness, and she trusted that, even though she didn't know why. So I turned up the next morning and still was like quite open, like, it's just a little bit curious. And what transpired was one of the 3 people doing the massage course, which was in Spain, one of the 3 people I had met a year ago on a beach in Italy. And we've stayed in touch since, like via WhatsApp. And so when I came into this space and this man was there, we were like, wow, didn't we meet in southern Italy last year? And we were both like, yeah. And so then when I told my friend who had invited me, she said, oh, that explains why you're here today. Because your name so came into my awareness when someone dropped out. And I was like, yeah, me too, because I was like thinking that it wasn't quite what I was wanting this morning, but I felt like I, was due to come. And so I was trusting, I was just trusting. I wasn't trusting in something. I wasn't trusting in something in particular. I had no idea. I was just in trust. And I think this is a fabulous thing to practice. Just following those hunches, those internal hunches that we might get, and just going, you know what, I've got no idea why I'm going today. My personality might not even want to go. Quite often my personality doesn't want to go. But there's something that's drawing me here. And let's see again, without expectation or outcome. Yeah, just see what happens. And when something bad happens, being able to go, trust is here. Trust is here. Whatever is unfolding. I am curious to know your experiences around trust and how it feels to you when you fall into that place of big trust, that place of feeling really let go and surrendered. Sometimes I think it takes situations which are very challenging, they force us into big trust. Like situations where actually we aren't in control anymore. We recognise that it's all out of our hands and something relaxes into us. It's like, well, there's nothing I can do now. There's nothing I can do about this situation. And it invites us into that place of big trust. And that is a lovely lesson in feeling what it feels like to be in big trust. And then we can invite that same feeling into the times where we could have more control. And we do want to put more of our agenda onto things. Yeah, so I'm curious, let me know what your experience of big trust, maybe big events in your life that have invited that big trust feeling. And what are the things in your life that you would like to feel more in a place of unconditional trust? What are the places that would really serve you to be able to be in that place? So do comment below, and if you've liked this video you can share it with whoever comes into your awareness, trusting whoever comes into your awareness being the exact person to share it with. And you can subscribe if you want and press the little bell, and then you get notifications for a new video. And if you want to sign up to my newsletter, if the impulse is there, you can go to www.resonating.love. May we all live in a field of trust, feeling deeply held and supported in the magical unfolding of life, and be constantly surprised by the wonder and majesty that's here. And so it is. Lots of love.